here's my first crossing. A little bit of runoff. All right, it's Friday, July 3rd, 2020. I'm in the Missions. I'm on my way to Glacier Lake. I'm at the junction of the divergence of the Glacier Lake Trail with the trail going up to Hart and Turquoise and Crescent and all those good. So I'm going left. And there are skeeters. So it's about 9:45 a.m. I'm in the Missions. I'm at Glacier Lake. It's Friday, July 3rd, day before 4th of July, 2020. I fished this lake last fall and late September. Brought the tube in and did pretty good. Did actually had a very good day. I do see fish rising out here. Once again, I brought the tube in. So, yep. Last time, the best fishing was over on this side of the lake. It does look like the game's kind of afoot with this. There's two guys out here in paddle boats, inflatable paddle boats. I'm not sure if both of them are fishing. This one guy looks like he's going over to the inlet. The other guy over there looks like he's kind of hugging the shoreline, which makes me think he may be fishing. I fished in the afternoon over there on that south side and last time, and wish I would have spent more of the day there. There's a lot of good shoal area over there, so that's kind of where I'm headed. A lot of fish rising. It's early in the season here, so and it's real pretty. Yeah, so there's one guy over in there that you may not be able to see, and then the other guy is over there by the inlet. I don't know if he's fishing or not. He may just be paddling and exploring. I will say one thing, it's a little less than 2 miles in here. I feel pretty good. My hips are a little sore with the pack and the tube. It's about 30 pounds, but wind-wise, I'm in good shape. So, well, I've been in the water for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. I lost a nice fish. I've missed a couple, and looks like this might be my first one that I get to that small cut. Certainly not near as big as the guy that I lost. That's all right. He's all right. Little guy. The first fish that I lost, he was probably 15 inches. He's a nice fish. This is a little guy. But he's all right. He's about 11 inches. There you go, little female. This feels like a nice one. You know, he certainly headed down to those branches. I'm in trouble. He's all right. Looks to be, oh, I don't know, maybe 12 inches or so. Let's see. Well, I foul hooked him. Oh well. Sometimes that happens. There you go. Back you go. All right, so what I'm going to do here is there's been a bunch of fish over in here, and there's one that just rose, in fact, and they're rising in there. I'm seeing them, activities picking up. There's some, looks like there's some caddis on the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a U-turn, and I'm going to go back through there, trolling, and maybe at a little bit higher speed, I don't know, and see, and I'm getting a hit right now. And then there's a fish right off to my side here, off this little point here, a little tributary. Yeah, there's fish right over here. There's a nice fish there, probably, I don't know, 12, 13 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn here. And there's a hit. And another hit. I think what I'll do, there's the fish right down here. I'll pick up a little bit of speed, and I'll switch the rod over to the other side here. There's fish, just rose right out here. So it's kind of been a little slow, but you know, maybe the water's cold or something. I don't know. And it's, you know, warming up now. Now check out that view there, the waterfall from the inlet. So there's some lakes up there, turquoise and lace up in the canyon there. But you know, what a magnificent piece of scenery this is to fish. So I'm just gonna reel it in here and recast. I have 3 flies on. I have a mini seal bugger that's kind of a maroon color on the point. I have a Denny's calabatus nymph as the middle fly, and then a Denny's AP emerger as the bob fly. So I moved back over here to, I was going to actually take a lunch break, and I hooked a fish. I had a strike back over here, and actually the fish took the fly, took one of my flies and made off with it. Now I've got another one here. And looks like he's taking the AP emerger. It's been kind of slow. These fish are kind of finicky. I figured this would be red hot today. He's all right. He's about 12 inches. I figured these fish would be a little bit, this would be a little bit more red hot today, but nope, hasn't been. Not to be. There we go. right, back you go. So I'm trying to pull in for lunch on this rock slab over here. There's a bunch of fish in here, and I've caught one. Oh, he's pretty too. Another fish about 12 inches or so. This guy almost looks like he's a Yellowstone hybrid. Now check this out. This well, that's sure pretty, isn't it? There's a bunch of fish in here. Some of them are quite sizable too. And just until I got over here, there's some nice fish in here. So I'll try a few casts. Now this guy whacked it. I mean, he whacked it. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta get, foul hooked. He's a nice fish, but. Alright, come on, bud. He's made a shambles in my leader. Let's get him. Well, that ain't good. That is not good at all. Dang. Yeah, this guy's in trouble. Ooh. Well, that came out better than I thought it would. All right. Okay, there he goes. So it's 1:15, and I'm having a bit of lunch, and there's this little intermittent stream waterfall over here, snow melt, whatever it is. There's a bunch of fish in here, I've caught 3 or 4, and they're rising out there every so often. I think after I eat, I'm gonna re-rig my flies and head back out and then head back down the shoreline and work my way back towards my put-in point. So you can see this little shoulder here. It's actually to my left here, and then there's a little canyon and then another ridge, and that little canyon goes on up to Crescent, Heart, and Island Lakes. Somewhere up on this shoulder here, there's a viewpoint where you can look down here at scenic view of Glacier Lake. What I'm finding, these fish are concentrated in different places. You'll go through areas and you'd think there'd be fish there and they're barren, and then you come to other places and you'll have a bunch of strikes. Right in here, it seems like what I'm seeing is it's associated with any kind of running water into the lake is where they're at, and I don't know if that's because it's this high up and it's maybe a little bit too close to spawn. I don't know. And this fish hit just as I was picking up to recast. It's a pretty old cut. Uh-oh. Well, great. So I'm in trouble here. I have 2 fish, I think. I have caught 2 fish. This is one of the bad things about multiple flies, is you can catch sometimes 2 fish, and that is what has happened. And they're actually nice fish too. So 2 nice west slopes. Actually, the best way to do this is to get the other fish. The problem that I'm having here is the top fish all right. Okay. Well, the nice fish is gone, and we're left with the pretty nice fish. The other fish was about 14 inches, so. All right. So I'm kind of on my way back, and I found this. This is a flat in here. I don't know, it's probably 8 feet deep, and it's full of fish. Some of them are small, some of them are decent size, but they're in here feeding. I don't know, I've caught 3 or 4 and lost a bunch of others. This guy's a small guy, but there are bigger fish in here. And he's made a mess of my leader. which has kind of been the story of the day for these fish. He's a little guy, as you can see, but all right, there's a couple other fish over in here that I've seen rising. I'm just kind of working my way over there, and I'm just casting, and this has been really good in here. Kind of got to sort through the little fish, and then when you do hook a nice one, you got to be able to hook them. And I'm just doing a pull and pause. There's a grab. There's a fish right in front of me, just crossing. This one is pretty sizable here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this guy up slowly and fish the hang here. The fish just rose over here. So we're going to throw out here. These fish are kind of getting wise to me, because I've hooked 3 or 4 fish and caught 3 or 4 more. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make one more cast over there towards that rock, and then I'm going to move a little closer. I had a fish following it. There's fish. He's risen twice in here, so I'm gonna move a little bit. This breeze is strike it. I'm reeling it in here as I'm. Wow, crazy. Fish just rose over. It's afternoon. This is what's going on, and these fish are finally getting to do some consistent feeding. It's been, what I find is I found them, you know, this morning, the first half of the day, they've been in kind of clustered in there's a fish. So all I was doing was moving and trolling the fly and had a whack. So what's happened here, like I said, I think these fish, this is a little guy, another little guy. But yeah, what's kind of happened here is these fish are, they're kind of starting to feed in here. You know, afternoon, the water's kind of heated up a little bit. This morning, it was, like I said, it was spotty. So it must just still be early up here, especially with all the recent weather we've had. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, try to turn around. Boy, these fish have been tough on my leader today. That's alright. I guess it happens when you're catching them, huh? There's something here and I don't know what it is. Alright. See if we can, I need to really amble on a little closer here. All right. All right, here we go. I may have moved actually a little too close, but there's fish in here. Gotta be careful though. So in here the water is kind of calm, and so we gotta be careful putting this line over these fish. Oh, there's fish right in front of me. Nice one too. That's too bad. I wish I wouldn't have spooked him. Maybe I'll get lucky and there's another one over here. Yep, there was one following it. Little guy though. So what I'll do is I'll throw over here. Well, I think this is a little guy. There's a bunch of fish, actually. But I only hook when I see about 5 or 6 fish over in this area. Another little guy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna throw again. I believe there's a fish right in front of me. I barely see him. I'm gonna throw it right there. See what he does. He didn't even move, really. The fish just crossed in back of me. My cast just left of me over here. And then if I don't get anything, I'll just probably bug on out of this place. Yeah, I think the game's kind of over here. Okay. So I'm trying to get back to my takeout place, and I keep hooking fish, so I'm thinking this is nice fish. So I might be stopping fishing here. He's alright, he's not huge. Oh. Little plump west slope, about 11 inches. This is going to be, I think, my last fish.